What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be starting a new island. Here's a storyline for Dinkum, right? Long time ago, everything went south. Almost everybody was forced to move to South City. The people of South City live cold and miserable lives. You were born here. Look at everybody, pretty sad. Most people have no desire to leave. I mean, they're kind of stuck, you know? But you do more than anything. And you might have found a way out. You leave for Goofball today. We're now flying over Goofball and we'll be landing shortly. All passengers, please prepare to leave the airship. So if you've never played Dinkum before, right, you kind of have like a similar entrance to other games that are out there. And the island is randomly generated, but it is massive. The colors are fantastic, they're vibrant, and you know, this particular playthrough is going to be pretty interesting because the way that this dock shows up can be pretty much anywhere, mostly on the east side of the map, and you'll find out what this thing is later on in the game, but let's go ahead and let's talk to Fletch. So you get this item, the base tent, and you also get an island map. This is where you can find out exactly what your island looks like. So this is where we are, and as you can see, just from the scale, right? This is kind of where I am. You can kind of see, you know, this island over here, this island over here, and you saw me zoom out, right? You can see just how massive the Dinkum island is. And also there's plenty of really interesting landmark features, and just so you know, in the future you can terraform. So if there's something that's not the way that you like, you can absolutely change it. But you can see it's just so big, so big. So let's open up our pockets. We can kind of see, you know, got a little bit of 250 dinks to start off with, and our base tent. So let's go ahead and place down our base tent. Most of kind of where you will start, you'll end up, you know, just kind of hanging around here for a little bit. So we're gonna put the base tent a little strategic. I don't want to do too much running around. We're just gonna go ahead and we'll place this down. This looks like a good place. Yes. There's Fletch, and you get a house to call your own little tent. All right, so where you place your house, you know, it's not going to be permanent, but you want to place it in a good plot. So we're going to place our tent down pretty close by to the base tent, and it's got nothing at the moment, so yay. I'll talk to Fletch. We're going to be talking to Fletch a lot in the early game. I haven't met John yet. He's one of the NPCs that we get to meet here soon. So the next building that we get to place is the visiting site, and there's lots of people that have done so many creative things with how this looks. I'll go ahead and place this thing down. This is how we receive new NPCs in the game. And we'll check in with Fletch again. Fletch's father was born in Goofball, or on Goofball, somewhere Goofball. And the next item that you get is the Adventurer's Journal. So we take a look at the journal. We have some unlocks that we've done. You can go and redeem these for license points. You can see those in the top right. Then also you have some daily milestones that you can go ahead and knock out, and those will earn you a random set of license points. So make sure to knock out your dailies. What we're doing right now is we're hunting for bush limes for Fletch. Oh, look, we have some here. Harvest 3 of those. She's hungry, so we'll give her one. Fun fact, Fletch loves to have raw bush limes. Yay, I got a rock. Let's craft a campfire. Pretty much everything that you see you can pick up and harvest. And these yellow wildflowers, they're really good to hold on to. And early game, you know, pick up everything that you can possibly see. You can always sell it for quick money. We got some beginning tools. We got our bug net. We got a sleeping bag. You can put the sleeping bag anywhere that you want. It's always kind of fun to put it down in the base tent just for accuracy. But we have lots of time that we can spend. So we won't need to, we can make the most out of our day. Let's go ahead and gather some things around this little tiny island. And since we have a bug net, we can catch some things. As you catch bugs, you can take a look in your Wikipedia. It'll show up here. You can see there's quite a few things that you can catch and some other tasks that you can do. I love the colors in the UI of Dinkum. It's always so fantastic. In my opinion, a good game feels familiar and unique at the same time. Early game, do a lot of everything. Collect all of the things, catch all of the things, kill all of the things. Everything can be sold. Everything can be used for crafting. Most things anyways. And as you're doing these little tasks, you will get points. As you get those points, you can talk to Fletch. You're probably wondering, like, okay, so island name. What are we going to do with Goofball? This is going to be a silly island. We're going to do silly things. We're just going to be goofballs. As we build out this island, and just to let you all know, I'm not playing with any mods or developer commands, so I'm doing this strictly vanilla. You'll get to see everything as the island is built up. And I think this is pretty good. We'll go ahead and we'll call it a day and pick up where we left off. Every time you sleep, the game saves. Make sure to save often. You don't want to delay the day too often. You can use sometimes an extension of the day to, well, when the time gets past midnight, it will be called late. Your energy bar drastically shrinks, and it becomes more of a challenge to keep it up, but it's always a good idea to save your game. We have a visitor. Who could it be? Ah, it's John. Hey, John. So here at John's shop, we can go ahead and we can sell the things that we've collected around the island. Starting out, you can just pretty much sell everything. Get some early money for tools and such. Won't be using a shovel much, so like starting tools, right? I recommend not getting the tools yet. Because what you'll need, one of the unique things about Dinkum is that to start purchasing the tools, you'll need to have a license for them. You can get those from Fletch. So as you kind of work around the island doing your dailies, collecting the things, you will get license points that you can turn into Fletch and get access to more tools. So we have about 280 license points. Let's go ahead and check and see what we have available. These are the licenses that you have available to start out with. I have 280, so I can afford just about most of the ones that are under 250. So it's always kind of difficult, and if you have analysis paralysis sometimes to determine like, oh, what should I get first, right? So in my opinion, vehicles and farming, those are kind of mid-game things. Shovel is good to have for kind of starting out, but I think probably the first thing is you'll need some logs. So you can start with logging. Most of these ones that are 250, they're pretty good to start out with. Hunting as well, because you can use that for getting animal resources and cooking those for health. So any one of these, it's if you pick one and immediately have regrets, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You will easily get the license points up to unlock the thing that you should have got in the first place. So don't worry about it too much. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this off with getting the logging license, which enables us to get the axe. And as you unlock more licenses and experience, and as you're doing things, you'll also get experience with doing the tasks. So we'll get our axe. Now we got our basic axe. Basic axe, basic bug net. I'll put these in our tools. And let's go ahead and let's craft a campfire. One of the first things that you'll want to do is craft a way to cook some food. Now, one thing that's also really fun and it's easy in Dinkum is that you can use a lot of the resources that you gather to decorate. You can make rock paths and start to kind of make your island a little bit more presentable, and you know, even though you've just moved in, you can add to the design of your island. So we're going to start chopping down some of these trees. Every tree you chop down, most of the cases you'll get 2 seeds from it. In this case, I'm chopping down gumwood trees that give gum nuts, and you can use those to plant new trees as long as you have a shovel. Now, if you played Animal Crossing before, most of you have, if you noticed, you know, I didn't need to have a shovel to dig up the tree stump. I just needed to chop it down again. One of the other interesting things about Dinkum is as you get tired, you'll notice that the saturation begins to go away and things begin to get harder to see. Take a look at that energy bar and do not let it drain down, because otherwise you will just be exhausted. Everything will be in black and white. Looks like we also got a... Ooh, I can't really catch that bee that got there. We have this hive here, and I have some fruit. It's going to give me like a little bit of a bonus, not too much, but it should sustain us a little bit. So as we eat some food, the color's going back to our skin. We're a little less tired. We'll get back there. Remember, we crafted this campfire. We can go ahead and put this campfire down. Aha! And if we cook this bush lime that we just caught, doesn't take too long for it to cook. It will give us more energy. So cooked bush lime versus an uncooked bush lime. You can see it gives us some health and some energy, and it gives us a lot more than just a regular bush lime. So just keep that in mind. If you catch raw food items or fruit, you can cook them for more benefits. We're going to hold on to this hive here. Just kind of set that down. Be careful if you're playing with a controller, because it can be really easy to drop it. If you drop it too many times, it will break. So just kind of keep it gingerly hold it. This also over here is a dog den, and they look pretty similar. They got tall rocks around them and some bones. The dogs will not hurt you unless you attack them. They're really good dogs. I think for the most part will not really tell you what you should and shouldn't do too much. It does give you some quests that you can do and spend your time, but for the most part it's pretty flexible as to like how you want to spend your time. If you just want to go around fishing all day, you absolutely can go around and fish all day, and it's so much fun. It's such an easy and relaxing game. It has really beautiful music, and there's going to be so much more that I'm going to get to show you, but for now I'm going to go ahead and I'll say bye, and I'll see you in the next video.